Hello guys, what is up? It is the Citrus Panda here today, and I am playing Assassin's Creed Revelations. As you can see, I'm doing the wanted mode, and right off the bat, I'm on the chase of this guy. I guess I spawned right by him, although he does get kind of far before I can kill him. He does die though. Spoiler. Anyways, so it's really hard sometimes to find a match in Assassin's Creed lately. I don't really know why. That's why it's not an episode of Attempting Assassination, because literally I don't even know. Like I waited like 3 minutes to get into a room, which doesn't seem like a long time, but 3 minutes, I mean, the matchmaking system should be able to find a room. In Call of Duty or other games, you know, it takes like not that much at all. And I do speed up quite a bit of this video because wanted matches take 10 minutes. And I don't want you guys sitting here watching 10-minute video, just extremely boring. So I sped it up a little bit and some of the parts. So I hope you guys enjoy. And let's get into the topic today. So, what do you guys do for Halloween? Like, what do you guys want for Halloween? Well, I guess you don't really get presents. It's not like Christmas. What do you want for Halloween? Well, yeah, that's not a very good question. But you know, what do you do on Halloween? What are your traditions? Do you celebrate it or do you not? I guess that's the biggest question, because I know that I know a religious family, like a really religious family that used to be one of their kids used to be good friends with my brother, and they don't even celebrate Halloween because they're like super hard Christians. Like they're like, no Halloween for me, no devil worshipping day. And you know, to me it's like, well, Halloween is almost what you make it to be. Halloween is not a devil worshipping day. It's not, you know, all crazy and sacrificial. It's not like a bad day. A lot of people celebrate it, and you just dress up in costumes and get candy. Why do they not like it? Well, I guess that's for them to decide, for their children and for them themselves. So if they don't want to give out candy, if they don't want to join in the festivities, if they don't want to do that, if they think it's devil worshipping or whatever, then I can kind of, you know, I can kind of see their point of view. But still, I think that maybe they should let their kids at least try it, because their kids have never gone trick-or-treating, which I kind of found kind of funny. But anyways, so first of all, I'm going to tell you what I do on Halloween. The past 2 years, I actually haven't gone trick-or-treating. Well, I have, just for a little bit though. 2 years ago, I went trick-or-treating. 3 years ago, I was scaring people, and 1 year ago, I was scaring people. So I'll get into that. Last year, I literally stood up my tree, and I had like this machete thing. Not an actual machete. I wasn't like threatening little kids with a machete or whoever came to my door or whatever. But I had a hoodie on and I had this mask on, and I looked pretty creepy. So when they came up to get candy, I'd walk up to them and just look at them and breathe really heavy. And you don't even need to do anything. I just walked up to them, and a lot of the people wouldn't even walk up to you and get the candy at the door because they were just so freaked out. They're like, oh my gosh, the guy's looking at me. So 2 years ago, I did go trick-or-treating, which trick-or-treating is always fun just because you get candy. And a lot of people think that, like, oh, I'm 15 now, I can't go trick-or-treating, or you know, I'm 13, I think I'm cool, I'm not gonna go trick-or-treating. It's like, who cares how old you are? Nobody's too old for candy. Nobody's too old for dressing up every once in a while. I mean, heck, half the people just put on a mask, run around the neighborhood saying, trick or treat, I want some candy. You know, how could you get so much candy? I mean, some people are serious about Halloween. They get ready. They've got like maps. They've got the houses that give good candy. They've got like a map down. You know, talking to your friend. Hey, dude, you know this house? They give like 5 Reese's Pieces. We gotta go there. We gotta go there first. Then we're gonna hit up this house. Then this house and this house. And then, you know, the old lady that lives up the street, and she gives us like $18. Yeah, we gotta get her house. We gotta, you know, we gotta do this all in record-breaking time. Maybe we'll ride scooters or something, man. We use pillowcases to carry all the candy. It'll be great. And you're just like, well, couldn't we just go to house? You know, we don't need to be like a, you know, super CSI investigation style here and anything like that. But the 3 years ago, I should say, I was a werewolf, and my mom and dad would sit on a bench passing out candy, and I would hide behind the bench, and my dad would be like, watch out, I think there's a werewolf or something around here. Obviously, he didn't say it like that. He said it in like a creepy manner. And then I, like, when people would come up to get candy, I'd crawl out behind the bench and I'd start growling. My growl was pretty menacing. It was like, Like, no, it didn't sound anything like that, but it sounded similar. But imagine that, but it sounds like a real werewolf. And I got a lot of people scared with that. That was actually quite a bit of fun. But I think this year I'm going trick-or-treating because nobody, and I mean nobody, is too old for candy. I know that a lot of people also do parties on Halloween. I don't see a point of a party on Halloween because you should be doing something else. I mean, I guess like for the adults and stuff, that's a Halloween party would be good. But I mean, come on, go outside, go trick-or-treating. You know, adults, why don't you go trick-or-treating too? I mean, who cares? And as you can see, the scoreboard is up, and just for a second ago, and it was like 7,000. Well, one guy had 7,000. I only had like 1,500. But that guy left, or he left the game, and I don't know what happened. But he's not in the game anymore at the end of the game. So whatever happened to him, I got first place. But that's pretty much what I do on Halloween. So if you guys want to leave a comment in the description, you know, it'd be like, yo, Citrus Panda, this is what I do on Halloween. You know, I TP houses, I throw corn at things, you know, I egg cars. I mean, I have that time of my life. I'll probably call you a delinquent and say that you belong in juvie, but that's pretty much all. I mean, you can do and say whatever you want on the internet, and I highly doubt many people do that, but unfortunately, there are the people who do that. So, you know, I always wake up in the morning, look outside my yard, and there's probably corn in my yard. You know, there's corn, and there's usually not cobs, but there's corn. It's pretty obvious. And then, you know who did it, but like my neighbor would obviously do it. And but you know, for good measure, they'd hit their own house, so they'd throw corn at their own house, so that like when you woke up in the morning, they'd be like, oh well, I want to corn my own house, but you're like, You probably would. It's pretty easy cover up. So yeah, I don't do any of that stuff. I don't really see a point in it. It damages people's property sometimes, and what's the point of doing that? I just don't see the gain. I don't see the fun in that. I just don't understand it. So if you guys would like to leave what you guys like to do on Halloween, if you celebrate Halloween, or maybe why you don't celebrate Halloween if you don't celebrate it, that'll be awesome. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow with another video, and I will see you guys later. Adios, amigos. Au revoir, amis. 2 languages. Boom!